Hello, and welcome back to Seasons in Sarcomeres. I'm your host, Clay Eggshaw, and today we've got a special recipe for you. We also have a guest who will help guide us through this process, and his name is Grant Tony Bretzaloni. Hi Grant, how are you today?
I'm great. How are you, Clay?
I'm wonderful.
It's nice to see you again.
Let's see what's going on here.
Alright, well today guys, we are going to be cooking up some muscle contraction. Okay, it's only 7 easy steps. It is necessary, and this is the sliding filament theory.
Oh boy, that's wonderful, Grant. Why don't you start us off with the first step?
Alright, Clay. Well, first we get our muscle. Before we do any of the muscle contracting, we're going to need to send a signal. From our brains, we send a message to the nerve endings attached to the desired muscle, which will release calcium ions that results in the release of acetylcholine sauce.
But Grant, what is acetylcholine sauce?
Well, you'll see. Acetylcholine is a secret molecular sauce that acts as a neurotransmitter to send signals to other cells.
Wow. Now we're going to massage the acetylcholine into the muscle fibers to help bond with the sarcolemma. Sarcolemma is the plasma membrane of the muscle and a great source of protein.
That's right. Acetylcholine sauce now bonds with the receptors within the muscle fibers. This opens up sodium ion channels and packs a delicious salty flavor. Ultimately, this will depolarize the sarcolemma.
Yes, Grant, and we all know a little goes a long way. That one little sodium ion channel will spread to the whole muscle, depolarizing it for a brief moment.
Now that that's done, we can add a lot more flavor with some banana. Flip your muscle onto its other side where the potassium ions can rush out of the potassium channels to repolarize the affected area.
Now while this is going on, calcium ions are being released from the sarcoplasmic reticulum. This is a result of the depolarization that just occurred, so just add some milk for creamy texture. This will also clear the actin binding sites.
Now we're getting into the nitty-gritty. As we introduce the calcium ions, the actin filaments will want to slide over the myosin filaments. The myosin head will then attach to the actin.
Yes, this is when the power stroke happens. The myosin head will start pulling the actin filament toward the center of the cutting board. Now they can only detach if a new ATP binds with the myosin. Now we all know that ATP is a universal currency, so slip in a $5 if you're having a difficult time with this instruction.
Well, this cocks back the myosin head, which allows another bridge to form. This will result in a delectable dish as the distance between the Z discs shorten, adding a more concentrated flavor. Getting rid of the H zone, allowing more dark A-band flavors to get in there.
After all of this, you're going to take the muscle off the pan and put it straight under running water. This is to wash all the calcium ions off the cytoplasm. Now you don't want to get salmonella after preparing this delicious meal.
To prevent you from making too much muscle contraction, tropomyosin will wrap around the actin and stop the myosin from attaching to it. This will inhibit the muscle contraction and keep you from feeling bloated.
Well, wasn't that a wonderful recipe, Grant?
You know, that was. I would say it was even a sliding time.
Why don't we go check up on our newly contracted muscle, huh? Wow, my lord. Isn't that much smaller than what we had originally?
You know, it is contracted just perfectly, just as anticipated by the 7-step process, which you can do at home yourself.
Well, this is just wonderful. And this is a repeated process?
That is correct. It is a repeated process. It actually never ends, and it's going on right now inside your own body.
Well, that's wonderful. You know what? It was great having you on the show.
It was a pleasure.
I'll see you next time. And I'll see you next time, too, on Seasons in Sarcomeres. Next episode, we will be figuring out how to cook against turkey. And don't forget, never skip leg day, bro.